We talked about the men's youth 4. That'll be coming down soon. It's kind of got like halfway at the moment. Can't see who's leading, but this is race 28. It's the Lenny Peters Cup. It's the third race of the day. What a close race we have got on this side. We've got Grace Joyce, the Olympian from Paris. She has a narrow lead, but it is a narrow lead over Ria Thompson, the Aussie from Australia, training to be a doctor. What a fantastic contest. There she is, Ria Thompson. She is trucking, but Grace is out there.
Yeah.
And they are toe-to-toe.
I know, that is awesome. I know Grace has been working hard. I think she just had a 8-second PR on her 2K. She has been working on gaining a lot of muscle, and it is really paying off, as you can see in this first part of this race.
Now, going off of the data from Paris, we could have expected a very strong start from Ria over there, but as we start to get into the base of the piece, it does look like there's a little bit more separation. And going back to that Paris data, we saw just a strong, calm race plan from the Americans back in Paris. So I can expect that we're going to see a strong base pace.
Yeah, that is what we call a one-length lead. So if you're new to the sport of rowing, you're watching this transmission, welcome. We hope you're enjoying it. You're looking at the Lenny Peters Cup. Team USA v the rest of the world. This is the third race on the program. USA have 2 points already to nil for the world, and at the moment it's looking like they might grab a third. Grace Joyce, the 26-year-old, she's 5'9" tall. I think Ria Thompson at 5'8", just a little bit shorter, but two pretty well-matched women. And Ria Thompson, I think, was ahead of Grace in the Paris Olympics in the quads. Is that right, Emily?
Yes, one place up, 8 to 9. But this is the battle of the bow seats. Both athletes were bow seat of their respective quads at the 2024 Paris Games. And now as they compete head-to-head, it looks like Grace Joyce is just pulling away now as she charges down the course.
She looks very dynamic, and she's really opening her body out against, you know, she's using her hips to open her body out against the legs during that drive phase of the stroke. And she's got a very, very handy lead.
Yes.
As I look around, I still can't quite see them. I think they're kind of about halfway on the course.
And you can see towards the beginning, they were both taking a lot of glances at each other, and they both are very competitive in this race, but Grace has just taken a lead and looks awesome right now.
She does, and you know, folks watching this, they're going to be thinking, like, Team USA, they're going to win everything at the World Championships this year. And what does this mean, the dominance that we're seeing so far from Team USA?
Well, I think that Team USA has been working very hard this year. I think, I know not a lot of people were super happy with the results, and I think that there is a fire starting on the team.
So Grace Joyce, and you know, there's a little bit of challenge in that water. It looks like the waves are kind of going across the boat a little bit. So how does Grace handle that?
Looks like she's handling it very well. I think just staying relaxed. The water does look a little choppy, and she's coming through the bubbles right as we speak. But I think, honestly, as long as you are aware of the conditions and you know that things like the bubbles are going to happen, it's easier to stay calm and relaxed through that.
So we're looking at the Australian, took a bronze medal in the Tokyo Olympics in the women's quadruple scull. Fantastic result that was for Ria that day. Today, it looks like a different story. The Australian training to be a doctor. She's still a little bit unsure whether she's going to commit to another, what is it, 3.5 or maybe a bit less than that years for the LA Olympics. But let's assume that she's going to go there for that. She's come a long way for this, just a little bit of hit in the water. It is tricky conditions out there, I'd say.
Yes, it's definitely getting a little choppy as the day goes on, which I think was to be expected.
So coming down to the finish, there's around 200 meters to go, and pretty much all that the Team USA sculler has got to do there is just stay connected in the boat, She just looks like she's tightening up a little bit there, Grace Joyce. She doesn't look quite as fluid as she did earlier.
Yeah, we are definitely getting some more gusts as we are feeling that at the commentary stand, but it definitely looks like she's not taking it down as well. She is full speed ahead to the finish line.
So you can see coming up to the finish line that yellow duck, and Ria Thompson, the Aussie, has not taken it down at all. She's still going full gas, but it is going to be another point for the seemingly unbeatable, or just a little shipwreck there from Grace as she came up to the finish line. But she keeps it together and takes that valuable 1 point ahead of the Aussie, Ria Thompson. And it is 3-0 to Team USA. Are you guys smiling all over your face and gloating?
No, we are very unbiased. We are very unbiased commentators, of course.